Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flick Show. My name is Chris Wong. Gee, it's like I'm doing a video every day, just like before, a long time ago. But so many things are happening, and one of the biggest things is Jason Momoa's gigantic smile. He's so happy today. He did this Insta story, three Insta story videos on his Instagram, and showing him what appears to be. Well, it is. He's walking up to Warner Brothers. He's looking around. He's meeting with a couple people, turning around, running down the hallway, and screaming, "I love you, Warner Brothers!" And that gets us excited because we're like, "Oh my God, what is this? What is happening?" And our instincts go, of course, to Aquaman 2. Aquaman made $1 billion. Of course, they're gonna greenlight Aquaman 2. Of course, they already have they're already said that there's gonna be a writer involved with that. But now it just seems very appropriate to sign up the main guy to be the actor again for Aquaman for the sequels. And I believe that is what's happening here. Now let's go through a little bit. As some people are like, maybe it's something else. What could it be? Well, you look on that and you see him going to the office. You see Peter Safran there. He's right on the right. He is from the Safran Company. They're the producers of the first Aquaman. I don't know who the guy on the left. It could be Aquaman. Jason Momoa's rep, for all we know. But that's Peter Safran. This is for Aquaman. He turns the camera. We see Walter Hamada, a president, the chairperson of this whole DC Films thing. And then you can see Shazam poster in the background. Then he turns to the right. You see the DC symbol. Then you see Wonder Woman. It's obviously he's trying to tell us this is a DCEU project that he's working on as he runs out and says, "I love you, Warner Brothers. I love you. I love you." And, he goes out onto back in front of the Warner Brothers. And this is the curious thing where he says, you don't know what's coming. Like, it's like you don't even know what's coming. And it's like, I think we kind of do know what's coming. Of course, he's an excited person, and someone would just say that, right? Someone says, "Oh, you don't even know what's coming." It's like, it's that terminology. It's not meant to be literally, but it's just the way he's saying because he's excited because we obviously know what's coming, but at the same time, we don't really know what's coming. But, and of course, like Chris Dodson says, of course we don't know what's coming because Warner Brothers won't tell us anything. It's a really good. That's really funny. But doesn't end there though. He goes over to Legendary. He's happy there as well. He pans at Legendary. So he looks at himself. He looks at the people behind him, and then he goes on his way. Shows that he's still in his aloha attire, and he's just having the happiest day, one of the happiest days of his life. And so that's it. But it does get us excited for him because he's such a cool guy. He's such a charismatic guy. And he's from Hawaii. I'm gonna get happy for him. I'm really happy for a local guy to get this much fame. We've had from Hawaii, we've got Dwayne Johnson. From Hawaii, we've got Barack Obama. Might as well put Jason Momoa on that same same podium as well, and preach. I cheer for him forever, and so it's great to see. He's such a great guy, and to see him this much happy. And he's a family man. If he's signing a multi-picture deal, it's got to be incredible relief that so he can feed his family. It's such an incredible relief, and he's a real family man, so I'm really happy for that. And that's probably what this is, a multi-picture Aquaman series of films, or maybe something at least just to include Jason Momoa as Aquaman's character for maybe other than Aquaman. Who knows what's on the table, whatever they discuss there. Now, there are some people who are like, but we knew Aquaman 2 is coming. That can't be that exciting. He can't be that happy. Maybe not for you, but for him, it's his livelihood, right? Zack Snyder got him to be Aquaman. He's got this huge opportunity. The doors, more doors are opening up for him. They and Warner Brothers really, they know they got a something here, so they're gonna try to keep him through a multi-film contract. They're gonna keep him. They're gonna like, you better not go off anywhere else to do this business. We want you here. You made $1 billion. You helped make $1 billion with the movie. We want you here. We want to continue having you here. And so that only makes much sense. Why is it legendary? Well, legendary, okay, legendary used to partner up with Warner Brothers, and then they kind of broke off and they went to Universal Studios, but now they're back, right? So this is the thing from Cinema Blend. They said that this new deal between Warner Brothers and Legendary would seemingly offer the kind of flexibility that the previous deal did not, while also avoiding some of the things that soured the deal with Universal. Legendary gets to take advantage of Warner Brothers' vast distribution network, and the studios can choose whether or not to invest in each other's projects. In that way, neither is trapped into sharing profits on a sure thing or having to make risky investments in the other studio's film. Warner Brothers and Legendary delivered in a huge way in the past with some incredibly memorable and successful films. Hopefully this new deal can bear fruit that's just as sweet. And that's true. They've made Man of Steel with the help of Cruel Unusual Films and Syncope. Syncope is the film production that Christopher Nolan has, right? They've done a lot of things together. The Dark Knight Rises, things like that. So there's a lot of things that worked out when they were together. And you gotta bet, okay, Legendary's like, oh, what? Saffron Company and Warner Brothers, they were able to make that Aquaman, with Cruel Unusual Films, that Aquaman film, and they made $1 billion. Legendary's like, hey, can I have some of that? Can I come in on that? I'll throw in a little. Here's a couple millions of dollars. Can I get in on that? Yeah, why not? Why not invest in a $1 billion property right now? And what could be $1 billion franchise by itself in this Aquaman cinematic universe? That's probably what's going to happen. That's probably what's going on. For most of that, I mean, logically speaking, that would be the thing I would go to. It's an Aquaman multi-film deal. Of course, tinfoil on. This is the part you're probably waiting for. What else was on the table? Sure, they've got Aquaman. Now, a lot of people were saying, well, that's just Aquaman. That's not exciting. Well, not to you, but for you, like, what if he's happy because of Snyder Cut? Why can't it be both? Why can't the Snyder Cut, possibly just, maybe, why couldn't the Snyder Cut just be like an added thing to the table? It doesn't have to be the major entree, if you will. It's the side order that you order in with the multi-picture Aquaman film. Maybe we only could hope. We know that Jason Momoa is a huge supporter of Snyder Cut. He openly says it. He went on MTV or at least not on MTV, but he went on the interview with MTV, and he did say, yeah, he would want to see the Snyder Cut. And in the background, we've heard a lot of people have heard him say that he really wants to see the Snyder Cut, that he really wants to see it. He really respects Zack Snyder. He talks about Zack Snyder all the time. There is a possibility that he mentioned about the Snyder Cut, mentioning if there was a way to release that, or maybe to work with Zack Snyder, or something to help out his buddy who made him the hero he is today, possibly. And for, a lot of local guys like myself and everybody, we like to give back, and we try to give back. And I think this is one of those things. This is maybe one of those things. You can tell he is one of those guys who feels so grateful. He wants to give back. He wants to show the person who made him the way he is now that support. He wants to do that. So it's quite possible And I wish I was a fly on that wall, man. I really wish I was like buzzing around. I could hear everything. I'm sure you do too. But to have him say, I love you, Warner Bros., knowing full well what Warner Brothers did to that guy, I I'm just wondering what else happened in that room. And if we're gonna take him literally saying that we don't even know what's coming, that also excites me. If we're taking those words literally, we don't even know what's coming, then I'm gonna be like, I'm kind of excited for that because I'm I know Aquaman films are coming. What else you got? Is it another Justice League movie? Is it more Justice League movies? Is there a way they can all become, a different project that involves? What else could it be with Aquaman? It really, but multi-picture deal. That multi-picture deal is not, it could not just be a bunch of Aquaman movies. Superman got a multi-picture deal. It included Batman, and it included Wonder Woman. It included Justice League. Ben Affleck had a multi-picture deal that had to include Justice League. Gal Gadot had a multi-picture deal that includes Justice League. So signing a multi-picture deal has included Aquaman 2. But I wonder what else was there. What else is on that table? That's what I'm really, really excited for, and I think you guys should be too. By the way, what if anybody knows this picture on that second video where he pans down? I'm sure he's just panning to show that all his reps are there. But what is that figure in the background? I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to going through the legendary pictures to find out what that is. I think it looks like suit of armor, like samurai or something. I see red boots. I don't know. It's just me, and for a lot of people out there, it's just really curious what that statue is. But is that have anything to do with this? Probably not. But it's exciting. This whole thing's exciting. I'm really happy for the guy. I'm really happy for him and his family. Local Hawaii support for him. But it's so cool to see him this happy, and it just gives me a little bit more optimistic that he would maybe do something for the person that got him to this position, maybe. And what else is on that table that for him to really say that I love you, Warner Brothers? And if Warner Brothers could pull something out to appease the DC fans, the general audience, and including the old DCEU fans and the Snyderverse fans, and if that actually happens, then yeah, I love you too, Warner Brothers. But let's see what's going to happen. All right, guys. Well, that is it for tonight. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.